That had already caught an eye of a couple of people, the band leader and also the principal and vice principal. But on this particular day, I did not stand for the playing the national anthem. I would sit in my chair and play. I'd still play, but I wouldn't stand and play it. And after the Pledge of Allegiance was over, then I immediately jumped up, and I had several of my accomplices in the strategically placed around in the audience, and we did this little chant. I'd start off, and then they would follow. I said bing bing, they said bing bing. I'd say bang bang, they'd say bang bang. I said ungawa, they said ungawa, and I'd say black power, black power, and it just, the whole auditorium just went crazy. And so I got expelled from school. My dad had to come back up and talk to the principal, and so they kicked me out for the day and then reinstated me. And the following week, we then called a boycott of classes. So when the bell rang at 8 o'clock, we had spread the word that at 8 o'clock, rather than people go to class, that they were to fill the front of, I don't know if you've ever been in the Garfield, but that front hallway, everybody was to fill and jam that front hallway. And we had a lot of clout in that school, and so and because I had a lot of friends that were white, that were Asian, the neighborhood we grew up in, we grew up with Japanese, Chinese, white, and they all went to Garfield. And so when we spread the word, nobody go to class, nobody went to class, except for maybe the honor students, but nobody else went. And the hallway was just, it was impossible for them to even, the principals to even get in and out of the office. It was jammed. It was incredible to see the support. And it was, they were so overwhelmed that they said, you can have a BSU, please go back to class. And so we did a few things like that just to get acknowledged as a black student union. And I think that also illustrates the fear that you know, school administrators had of black kids organizing, just having a club. You know, we weren't talking about anything other than being able to come together and talk about issues and maybe hold forums or hold lunches to discuss, you know, current events, what was happening within the movement, those kind of things. And that was what, you know, the BSU at least started as a place for people to, black kids to be able to gather and talk to one another and hold forums, etc. But there was such a fear for that, you know, that they were like scared to death of letting, you know, black kids have an organization. So we had to fight our way to have it. And once we established it, we, you know, nothing happened seriously with the school. I mean, you know, the school didn't burn down. We just had a place to meet. We were recognized as an organization on campus, and so we had to go through those kinds of changes just to get recognized as a black student union.